My channel may review knives, but I have the most fun on the lives. Settle in and grab a snack. Juvan and his vibe will arrive to attack. Talking blades and casting shade. There may be some friendly debate, but please no hate. Wow! My channel may My channel may review knives, but I have the most fun on the lives. Settle in and grab a snack. Juvan and his vibe will arrive to attack. Talking blades and casting shade. There may be some friendly debate, but please no hate. But please no hate. My channel may very few nights, but please no hate. But please no hate. Wow. But please no hate. Wow. Very few nights, but please no hate. But please no hate. My channel may review knives, but I have the most fun on the lives. Settle in and grab a snack. Juvan and his vibe will arrive to attack. Talking blades and casting shade. There may be some friendly debate, but please no hate. But please no hate. Insomniac, sit and spin, about to be live. Hanging with each other, talking shit about knives. We sit and we spin, and we vibe in the chat. We listen to Juvan just trying to describe where he's at. It is a good time, but who is this fool who talks about knives and EDC tools? Insomniac, sit and spin, a weekly live stream. You're in the right place if you know what I mean. Insomniac, sit and spin, a weekly live stream. You're in the right place if you know what I mean. Insomniac, sit and spins now on the air for all the night freaks who can't sleep. I'm the Insomniac, Juvan, and today we're gonna take a look at some of my flicks. So you're getting where you fit in. Sit down, shut up, and listen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to flick it. Welcome to the Insomniac, sit and spin. Welcome to the Insomniac, sit and spin. Welcome to the Insomniac, sit and spin. Late night patty whack, give a dog a bone. Grab a snack, sit right back and never be alone. It's time for Insomniac, sit and spin, a knife live stream and a gathering of friends. Insomniac, sit and spin is about to start, so come on in and do your part. Juvan's Knife Flicks is the channel you seek for new knife reviews and a show every week. Late night patty whack, give a dog a bone. Grab a snack, sit right back and never be alone. It's time for Insomniac, sit and spin, a knife live stream and a gathering of friends. Insomniac, sit and spin is about to start, so come on in and do your part. Juvan's Knife Flicks is the channel you seek for new knife reviews and a show every week. Cause we only had a little bit, but are you high on cigarettes? And when that stuff runs out, you gonna wanna make it. Are you high on cigarettes? Let's watch Juvon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Do you know that you're right or wrong? 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 He don't smoke 'em, but he loves it when you do. That's why he's high on cigarettes. And if you find him, you should light him up with you. He's getting high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes.
Now this is the fear snake, the most venomous snake in the world. One bite from him and it's all over. Oh, no worries, mate. Luckily, we've had the anti-venom sent from America via FedEx. In my line of work, if you're not absolutely sure, you're absolutely dead. Oh, crikey. It appears we've used a different courier who hasn't arrived yet. It's okay because...
What is up, guys, gals, people? I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you can see me. Hope everybody's doing great. We are living it on a Tuesday night here on Javon's Nightflix. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Brother Marco is in the house. We've got B Shady, channel member, in the house. What's up, B Shady? We got Cliff Brott in the house. What's up, Cliff? Good to see you, man. My brother, Paul Mills, channel member. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. I thought I'd jump in here a little early and get things kicked off. Not that we have a ton to cover, but it'll be a fun time. None of the least. It'll be awesome. I think I said hey to B Shady, but hey to him again. What's up, B Shady? Look at him go. He's grinding. He's making it happen. Burnt Relic, what is up, brother? Make it happen, brother. Make it happen. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I've been burning it at both ends for shiz. Neil McKenzie, what is up? Good to see you, brother. I'll tell y'all about life. I'll tell y'all about some knives. You'll see kind of a Halloween-y theme going on the table there. It's just the way it's been coming around here. But I've got a couple of pretty wicked ones there. This one surprised me in a big way. This is a Kaiser. This is how their sheath even came with a ulti clip. It's called the Defensor. It is a wicked little self-defense knife designed by the guy by the name of LF. He only has 2 initials. M390. It's partially serrated, in case you need that. The way I look at it, it's got kind of one purpose. This is a swedge up top, but it's a cool knife. We'll talk about it. The sheath is great. It's set up for a quick deployment type of situation, which is where the ring comes into part of the ring's allure. And then we've got some other just kind of Halloween-y knives that are on sale right now. I think this guy's like $35 right now if you go to Amazon, or if you go to Tennable's website. Very good prices on these guys. So we'll check out those websites at some point. Ryan Ellis, what is up? The man, the myth, the legend himself is here. He's a channel member. He's a huge moral and just he's just a huge supporter of the channel. Edgy American is a house. He's not going to make it. I know what that means, dude. You do you. I'm glad you're doing it. You're doing you. I'm doing the mini Corvid zombie slayer knife. I don't know if y'all can see the face of that knife, but it's got a little zombie face on it. It's Nitro V. It is slicier than it needs to be. And oops, I fucked up the flip. God. There we go. The sweet little Corvid. They've got this knife is probably been from Coke Tools, one of their most popular models because they've made it in so many different sizes and configurations. I've had the Corvid M, the Corvid XL. I've had the Corvid S, which is the fixed blade version. It's a great little knife. Fantastic detent. I can even front flip this tiny little guy. I don't want to cut myself on it because it is very short, very sharp. It is whoops. See if I'm bleeding. And it is in a 154 cm. This guy I've had a lot of fun with. The colors and the carbon fiber, no moss. The angular, like 1980s, the ergonomics, no moss. But this is a top liner lock or top liner lock for a thin rear, which is one of my more enjoyable concept designs. I'm kind of going into the how good it is. It's so good. Yes, it's ugly. It's in Nitro V, I believe. Orange and I guess you'd call that carbon fiber covered G10 with top liner lock that works great. Gives it banging detent. And then you've got where you can really see it on this model. You've got that top liner lock. So when I push that button, it pushes that liner through. Very cool. And then I've never seen a cryo or cryo, Kryo, without a blade hole. And this is a thumb stud cryo, the tenable, with that same carbon fiber covered G10. This one's 14C, 28N, full size, i.e. bigger than a bug out, a little bit smaller than a PM2. Probably be a review coming on it. I did an unboxing doing some size comparisons, but very cool knife. I'm not a huge fan of crossbar locks, but Tenable does it very well. It's got good detent, locks up very nicely, and it just is a cool knife. So that's some of the stuff that's on the table and why. Because it's Halloween, and it should be. It's Halloween time. Halloween time. Good to see you, Ryan. Ryan's been getting some heat, or he's got some heat on the way. Stephen Wallace, good to see you, buddy. Long time no see, brother. Always pleasure to see you, my friend. Steven's in the house. We've got, let's see. I think I said hey to Marco earlier. Who else we got in the house that I missed? You guys are going to come. You're going to go. That's awesome to hear, Shane. That's great news. Dude, I hope you jump on. You guys have a link sitting for you waiting in Instagram. No harm, no foul. If you can't make it, I won't hold it against you if you're acting crazy. I will tell you guys, this little mini bulldog, even though it's kind of funky with the jack-o'-lantern face and a little bat on the back, it is a great knife. It is a very good design. This one I'm going to hold on to just to use for a little bit before I give it away. I gave the last one I had away really, really quickly. It's Nitro V. It's their Halloween edition, so it says trick or treat all over it. It's kind of branded Halloween, but it's a fantastically designed little knife. Whoever designed this, I think it's God. I don't know if it's somebody throw it out there. The mini bulldog. I don't even want to throw out the wrong name. But it's designed by somebody who has designed other knives for him. I respect him. I just can't think of him right now. So if any of you guys know, throw it out there. But it's a great knife. The mini bulldog is a banger. Osho. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure, Edgy. Thank you, buddy. He sounds just as stupid. Dude, I always sound stupid. I can always change my voice though. I've got my colonnator. This is my colonnator. So I don't want to sound like a young man, like with my boyish charm. I want to get more of a professional sounding voice, something that resonates more with the audience, something that builds upon everything you thought that I was. Now I'm more. I know that's head blowing to even think about it, but that's what this voice is for. Then I can go.
No, this is my real Cole voice. This is what I sound like when I'm running around going, Kira! Kira! Mom! Dad!
So, yeah, my voice does sound very, very annoying. I'm sure to you guys because it sounds annoying to me. That's why I don't do any editing. One of the reasons. The other reason is I'm lazy. The other reason is I don't have the tools to do editing, but mainly is I don't think I could watch myself back. I can't watch myself after I put it out there. Boom, it's gone. Y'all have it. Do with it what you will. Chop it up. Take it. Love it. Live it. I won't do that anymore, Edgy. I hear you, buddy. You got to admit that was a good response to that. Y'all do know that Cole's voice does not sound like Cole's voice. I love Cole. Cole, I learned that before he was my roommate at Blade Show 2022, I think it was, or 2021. We stayed together and he's got a much higher pitched voice. If you've ever seen him and Kara on together, you've heard his voice. Oh God, dude. That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, I've got the voices. I've got to get my sounds right to see if it's loud enough for y'all to hear it. I've got some weird sound effects. Did y'all hear that? Sound like a little battlefield going on behind me. I got that going on. I've got it going on. We got cleaning work coming in the house. He must not be ready because he ain't jumped up. What's up, brother Carl?
What's going on, man?
Dude, I'm just chilling here. Showing knives, talking to people. Double wide EDC. Mad Yako is in the house.
Very nice.
What is up, buddy? Have you been, dude?
Doing okay.
Been sharpening today, or you been lounging it away? I did a little bit of both. Not sharpening, but
Yeah, today was a lazy day.
today we had some showers that came up quickly. Luckily, my iPhone alerts me of that, which I get to go out and throw this cover over my car. So it's always like I had a 20-pound cat asleep in my lap. You almost clawed the ever-living fuck out of me when I moved it. But I got to do that. And I passed my Alabama realizes that I'm not an illegal alien. Nothing against anyone who's an illegal alien. But I do get to start working tomorrow from 2 to 6, which is kind of cool. Kathleen Smith, young lady, what is up? It's always great to see you. I'm glad to see you here.
We may have a guest a little bit later, if you don't mind.
Dude, I never mind. I never mind.
Hopefully Shane will be here for it.
Yeah, I have, Shane is out there kicking he talked to me earlier. I don't know if he'll jump in. Hopefully he will. He's got a link, and Ryan's going to jump in. I hope. Ryan's got a beautiful knife that he just got in that he's going to send me to review. That I'm nervous to even review.
I just talked with B. He may come join us for a little bit.
I would love that.
Good to see Backpack. He was excited to talk to you guys.
I absolutely love Backpack B, and he's welcome anytime. And you know that you have the liberty to share the link as you will, when you will. Hey, did I show you this?
What? No, I don't think so. What's that?
It's designed by a guy named LF. It's a Kaiser Defensor. This is how it came to me with an Ulticlip, which made me think, wow, that's cool. Then I read about it when I did the unboxing. It's designed for one purpose only, as you'll see, but it's designed for quick deployment. So it does come with an Ulticlip. It is a little chunk of M390. They call it DLC Ultra Coated. I don't know why they put the Ultra on it, but it is a wicked ring knife that really, when you put it, I did it in my unboxing, but when you have it in your back pocket or in your primarily, let's say your right pocket, if you're right-handed, this ring just allows you to pull it up, and it just, not with that finger, you pull it up and it just swings into position to have to get somebody away from you. But I was just cool to see them design something like that. It's just something else that made my head turn when I unboxed it.
It's different.
It's different. It's different. I mean, you've got to. It's when you hold it organically, it's got jimping all the way around it, so there's not a bad place to where it feels unnatural, and you're naturally taken to right here or right here, and it keeps your hand pretty safe with the blade. And like this, which I think is primarily how it's supposed to be engaged.
You're typically reverse grip for that, but that isn't. I'm not sure why they have serrations on there.
The serrations in terms of the holes in the thing, or the serrations on the knife?
On the blade.
When you read their description, which is what I did, it is for maximum EDC versatility to cut more material. So, I guess if you're sticking it into somebody, it's not a bad thing. But if you want to cut rope, and that's what they showed them cutting. I don't want to pull it up, but I can show it because I was wondering the same thing. They don't make a straight edge version of this.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily an EDC style blade. That's why
Correct.
I'm saying it doesn't make sense a lot.
Correct. And for an EDC style blade, I'm not big on serration, so I would think it'd be straight. Does it make sense as a jabbing tool? I don't know that. I'm the worst at knife that do that. The other knife they did.
Well, serrations are good for slashing, not necessarily good for puncture. That's why I
tried to read up on this dodo. Are you familiar with karambits and how you employ them as a fighting knife?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw Jared's video on Instagram where he's showing how to use his F2.
No.
You need to watch that.
No.
But anyway, I don't know how to fight with knives, nor would I ever fight with a knife. I've got another EDC that hopefully I'll be able to get to. I can't imagine employing a bridge to get from, oh shit, to get to that. Maybe I would, but this is a cool little knife. It's rich light. It's Nitro V. I'm just wondering, aside of it being easy to get in and out of your pocket because of the ring, and it having a better grip, i.e. more stable, not going to drop it grip, would it be good for cutting banana plants better than it's not that curved.
It's not that much. It's so karambit / hawkbills are good for keeping you in a cut. So like if you're trying to cut something that's longer, so like that's why you see a lot of like the hawkbill style for like cutting carpet. If you're trying to cut a long piece continually,
Right.
it stays in the cut better. It doesn't slip out of a cut nearly as much. But yeah, I don't know as much for EDC, but
Well, when you see a knife like this, I think how many of us are even that defensor? How many of us are going to be in a situation where we're going to use a knife? Very little. I mean, the knife I would think would have to have other properties. Although I was over at my buddy A to C's today, and he's got a Borka. What's it called? It's a little straight one without the ring. He was getting ready to buy the one with the ring on it, and I was supposed to send Shane a picture of that knife, and I didn't. The Borka. God damn it!
it's not the SBR.
I'm gonna pull it up right now on Blade Binge because I got to show it to Shane anyway. I never go to Blade Binge because I don't.
Go ahead.
I just say I don't go there usually, but this is where this knife is. If he hadn't already bought it, which I have a feeling he's probably already bought it, my friend A to Z, this is only $150. I want to say he paid like $395 for his, and he feels like it would be really good trade bait for Blade Bench is not opening their website. It would be good trade bait for my buddy up at Knives and More. He'd really be interested in that knife. It's a Orca Blades. What's it called? Damn it.
So my thought behind that whole what you're talking about earlier with the other stuff is if you're gonna have a kind of a last ditch pokey get off me to get to something else style.
Yeah, buy you time thing.
I don't want that to be in a deployable folder. I would rather have that in a small fixie. So that way it's less to worry about dexterity and you're just literally poking, don't care, and then going for the secondary. So, or going for primary, excuse me. But the fact of trying to get fancy with deploying it for that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
I mean, I agree with that 100%. I'm just trying to think, like, to me that T-kill would work great. Would my brain go for that? I don't think it would. I think I would be more trying to get away. It's not an SBD, but he did buy it. Somebody bought it. It was not the SBD. It was a little just basic fixed blade heavy. I've done a review on the one without the ring. This one had a ring, and I think his whole purpose was it's $150, which is very low price for that kind of knife.
Yeah, that's cheap as hell for that.
Good evening, Todd Carr. What is up, buddy?
What's up, Toddy?
Toddy. Gosh almighty.
Yeah, so this is my one that I'll sometimes carry on my WB on my appendix rig for a last ditch little.
Oh yeah,
get off me guy. And that's
a
just
little. Oh, I love that point, dude. What is that?
Just a little. They call it a shark's tooth. Is the name of because it kind of looks like a
Shark's tooth.
Yeah, it's just a cheapie, it's like a scallywag tactical.
Yeah, but it looks kind of look like it has that same Borka profile.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that it's small, fits in the right next to the rig, and it's easy to grab out of there. So,
I mean, anything's going to get their attention. If you're, again, I'm trying to reach for a 385 that's right at my belly. So I'm not going far. I'm either getting killed or hopefully I don't have to go to stick somebody with something sharp.
well, and that's the whole point. That's why we had this conversation. Like, yeah, I'm kind of a steel snob, obviously, but for this, I could care less what it's in because this never gets cut with. It only has one purpose and one purpose only.
Yes, you come sneaking, I'm gonna leave you leaking.
And if it gets to the point where it has to be used, it's getting taken away. And I don't want something crazy expensive. That's
right. It's one in the evidence locker.
Yeah, I don't care what steel this is in. It's in D2, and I could give two shits. So like it serves its purpose. I mean, it's
Saturday night. I went over and joined Lefty for an off the edge, We hadn't done that in over a year. Had a really good time. And one of the things that came up from Miss Chat, I was glad I was there, is they've got this little the glider fix, which has got some kind of rough coating that Kaiser puts on their AEBL and on their other blade steels, I imagine. But he cut cardboard with his, and it had made the finish just come up, which again, I think it's just a weak applied finish on that knife, because we ran mine through tons of tests. I was just looking up, and I've got cardboard around here. People thought I was going to cut myself that night, but I've run this through all kinds of material, and it doesn't peel up at all. But have you ever seen that happen, Kyle, where somebody's finish is that bad that you can run it through cardboard? I did not see the knife.
It depends on what type of finish it is. I mean, if it's something like a rubberized finish, I definitely could see that happening.
Well, they do. I mean, Kaiser,
especially if it's not applied correctly.
but Kaiser's, again, they're Kaiser, but I just would be surprised if he wasn't exaggerating some. I don't know, he or she. I can't imagine that they were. I said, wherever you bought it would take it back for one, or I'm sure their warranty kicks in. They've got like a 5-year warranty, no questions asked.
Yeah, if it's like a bed liner, then if it's not applied correctly, then or if the steel wasn't potentially cleaned off proper before installation of the coating.
I think they do so many of these at one that maybe one could have gotten contaminated, but to me it seems highly unlikely that they've got probably a batch of throwaways that, I don't know. I mean, to me, I thought it was interesting. I cut with mine. Mine was fine. I was glad. I expected it to just chip right there on live, but it didn't.
I mean, I don't mean this to be rudely, but at the price you're paying for that, you kind of expect that.
Yeah, well, it's a $79 knife. It's not cheap. It's under $100, but for $80, you expect that coating to stay on for a while, right? And I know that, like Dark Gravity's most cherished knife that he had in theater with him, all the black is off of it. It's a Benchmade. And it doesn't bother him or affect the performance of the knife one bit. I guess it would make it more susceptible to rust. But yeah, you don't want that happening.
Terry, which coating are you talking about? Just their, like, the anode work, or are you talking about like the?
Yeah, he's doing. If you're, I think everything he's doing is just anode work, right?
He
Color wise, or does he do Cerakote too?
He has Cerakote, which won't come off with acetone.
I saw that Stevie was there today, not to just go total squirrel brain, but he posted a picture on Instagram that his plumbing job had taken him to the neighborhood and he stopped by.
No, Cerakote won't come off with just pure acetone.
It's like their Cerakote on the pry bar. Okay.
Yeah, that you'll be fine with that. Yeah, acetone won't come off.
Yeah, I don't know anything about those different finishes. I need to learn more. Back to my little adventure that I'm going to start tomorrow. I hope I can learn some ins and outs about some of the things that I'm trying to think what I can pull from that to make it an experience, right? I mean, what do I hope to learn? Well, I'd like to learn how they interface with people like Shane, with people like Lefty, with people like Spyderco. I know with Spyderco, because I was asking them the other day about Benchmade. I think they get a lot of stuff sent them initially, but I think that they have different times of the month or of the year that they can reorder stuff, like up from their initial order. I think around SHOT Show, they have to put in a big part of their annual order. And I guess it's a balancing act of where you want to allocate your operating dollars, right? Between your big brands and the stuff that you really want to carry in your shop that probably brings you the most return. I don't know. I want to learn that. To me, it seems like kind of a no-brainer, but I think the way it made it sound, he made it sound there's only one company that they've kind of got a nut, if you will, something that they have to perform on. They have to get X amount of at least these from us.
Yeah, it depends on the brand, but there are definitely companies that make you have minimum orders and make you take certain models just to fill in. You have to take the entire line, or you have to take a
Right.
segmented portion of it, and you don't get a choice on that just because that's part of their purchasing
Right.
agreement.
And I know with the Benchmade Premier Plus, if I'm not mistaken, I say I know, but I think they have to do that. I think they have to carry at least 3 at one point of everything. Spyderco, I think they're different levels, right? Probably that you can play in.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
they never have as many Spydercos as I think they could make. I think they could do better with more Spydercos in stock.
So like I know with the collectors club, you sign up, you get one of everything that comes out.
Correct. And I think that's a pretty small club. I mean, I know that that our buddy's number 17. So I'm guessing, do you think they're 100? Do you think they're 500? I don't think they're
I
1,000.
think there's under 500.
Yeah, I think there's definitely under 500. 'Cause that's a lot. You're basically agreeing to buy a lot of unseen knives. But he's got a great way to share them with people that'll appreciate them.
Shane, get up here and we'll explain it to you.
Shane, jump up here because it could be me. I'm not gonna tell any lies, but it could be my mic. Is my mic working? Let me check. Okay, I got it fixed.
I hear you, but you kind of sound like what I think Shane will sound like right now. I don't know if you've had your
I
beverage.
always sound like that.
That's not fair. I mean, because I will say I'm always medicated. Shane is and I love Shane, and I say this with nothing but a big warm hug. Shane's a pussy when it comes to that.
No. There's a difference. He's not a pussy. He just has low tolerance because he's not subjected to it. There's a big
No.
difference. If he was consistently on something and couldn't take it, that'd be one thing. But if you take it once in a blue moon,
I'll give you that. I looked at it too harshly. I still like the word pussy with Shane. I think it goes together, but you're right. Because he is a big pussy. If you think about it in a lot of ways, granted, he could stomp me into the ground, but Shane is maybe warm fuzzy is the word I'm looking for. I like pussy.
well,
But no, I'm 100% normal, but it could be. I mean, from time to time, I'm surprised I've not been on a live stream to where I go a full fall asleep because I will.
you
if
are
I'm-
anything but 100% normal.
yeah, I mean, I feel 100% normal. I haven't even had my coffee doesn't feel to be working. I'm going to try to change that. I'll tell you what I've just because I went through 4 years of complete sobriety. I say that my psychiatrist had me on a couple of meds, knowing where I was under in terms of my addiction. But sobriety's as a whole does not work very well for me. Something like a THC seltzer at the end of the day I don't do it every day, but like for my live streams, I enjoy it. And that's what I was trying to tell Shane is what he was faced with is what I have on a live stream. I'll sip on this till the end of the stream, probably. But it's so delicious. Good. You are warm and fuzzy, dude. You should feel every bit as warm and fuzzy as you are. You should feel that warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, well, I'm the wrong person to talk about that.
Geek machinist, and unfortunately, I learned this from my therapist. If you want your ADHD brain to be treated by the medicine that's available today, whether it works or not, that's to be disputed. It works for me. The more sober you can present yourself, the better your chances of successful resolution of that disability. and resolution is the wrong word. The maintenance of that disability, to me, if it's a disability, which to me it was important. It was an important step in my sobriety. It was a kind of a reason. It gave me, okay, if I can make this, if now I understand what's been causing me all this, if I can take these steps and not feel that way or feel more normal, I'm all for it. And over the years, I found a balance for me that works today.
It's trying to get you into a place where you're not off kilter and you're better chance of being that way the less substances you're on.
100% agree. And the big one that I'm on, that's the most costly, that I'm on every month. I don't know, because I've been without it. I've like on the weekends, I would just not take it just to see what would happen. I don't know if I've become dependent on it, or I notice a big difference when I'm not on it. I don't know what I would replace that with. That's my Adderall extended release 30. I've been on that now for 7 years, forever. The fuck is he talking about? The fuck? I love his fucking. Get up here, Shane. All you gotta do is click okay, smile at the camera, and jump your ass up here. No, I'm not on mushies. Not yet. Hopefully before the end of the month, we'll have something fun. I wouldn't tell anybody. I would just be. Hopefully, y'all could tell I'd be a little more goofy.
I love it when Shane's like this.
He's so funny. And what's so the thing is, he called me so concerned. I was over at A to Z's, and he called me so concerned. He said, "Hey man, I'm not gonna be able to make it tonight." I was like, "Hey, that's fine, buddy. Are you okay?" He's telling me all the good news about everything that happened.
Right.
But this guy, my daughter gave me, and I'm just gonna tell you, I ate 50, and I said, "That's fine, dude. I mean, that's not, to me, that doesn't seem like a lot." And Jeff, is because I've got him on speakerphone. He knew he was on speakerphone. Jeff's like, "Oh fuck, 50." You know, he just does that to get in Shane's head because he
Right.
knows him. Well, like, that's the last thing you needed to
Oh
do.
my God, Shane.
He's so funny when he's like this. I mean, you don't understand. This would be class A, because he'd sit there. His eyes are kind of big. Looks like a hostage video. He's kind of like in that mode. But he'll still throw out spit some wisdom in between a bunch of gibberish. It's so good.
Dude, when he was at Blade Show,
23.
And did that thing, and he reached out and was talking with me, he was legit concerned, and I was like, dude, what in the absolute hell? Stevie took him on a journey, and then it didn't help. It took that picture, and it looked like his head didn't fit in the backyard because it took up the whole entire picture.
Well, the whole thing, and I've always told him this, with and edibles are even for me, can be a tread you water to walk on. You just got to remind yourself that this is temporary. The worst that's going to happen is I'm going to get real hungry. I'm going to fall asleep. Lean into the sleep. If you're tired, don't stand there with your buddies and be on screen. Go lay on the couch for 2 hours. You'll feel a lot better afterwards. Because I've understood that it doesn't affect me that way, but it does affect some people where it really knock them down. That's why it hasn't helped the laws in Alabama.
Or you just kill an entire box of fudge rounds in a 10-minute drive back to your hotel.
And that's what's the worst thing that can happen there. You're eating a bunch of junk food. Big deal. I was going to say something funny. It would be funny, but it would be kind of doxy, so I'm not going to say it. But I'm laughing inside, so I said it to myself. I've got to protect my people's anonymity.
Yeah. The bad thing is, though, he didn't remember buying them.
Did you just have the empty shell, like the bag?
Well, he bought 2 boxes. One so he could eat on the way home, and one so he could have later.
Did he have the ones for later?
I believe so.
Because Because to me, that sounds like every time. I mean, I don't. This was alcohol, but I would never remember going to Crystal's to buy 2 bags of Crystal cheese. But I'd always like get up in my car that Sunday morning or whenever, and I'd go get in it, and there'd be like a bunch of Crystal, what I called them skeletons, all the little boxes in the back, like hundreds of them. And I'd be like, oh my God, we went to Crystal's. So I didn't wonder how I mean, if he just did that by plan. Ryan witnessed that.
Wait a second. Joe, are you being a regionalist?
I think he's being an observationist.
I think that's. Oh, poor Shane. That ate the other box.
That was a great quote, Coke. Duh.
Ryan,
Yeah, Shane went on that whole kick of eating those weird Oreos that were they like Logan Paul or like Kia, one of those guys. He was like on some influencer Oreo.
Oh, he was. Shane was eating those Post Malone Oreos.
Yeah, Post Malone's. I'm sorry, not an influencer. I give Post credit. He's got cred.
Ellis.
Yes, I agree. You are a realist.
Kind of like the purple lights.
An observationist. The purple lights were proven to be very possibly seen by me, not just a figment of my imagination. It was a weird cue that they were emitting only in this one part of the parking lot. So I thought, I've been there before. I thought it was something going on. I was just checking with the guys, and of course, they took it as a perfect chance to pile on me.
What a typo. So were those Oreos wrong, but you ate them after they were wrong?
I never ate the Oreos.
No, I was joking with Shane, saying they're post maligned.
Post malign. Hey, Post Malone.
I know it's spelled wrong, but that's why I was saying it's funny.
And you're not a fan, right? On any level
of what?
Post Malone, or did you say you kind of do dig him some?
Yeah, I'm okay with him.
Yeah, I mean, because like his Nirvana thing, even though it's not perfect, pretty cool that they did that during COVID. He's definitely got some talent, so I'll give Post a pass. But those Oreos, that's a commercial. Neil Young would probably walk up and slap him, but it's just.
Well, Neil Young's
horrible.
A bitch, so it doesn't matter.
I agree. They all have their moments of glory. I keep getting thrown. YouTube keeps wanting me to watch this story of Bruce Springsteen. I refuse.
Yeah.
It's the ad that I get served 90% of the time. It thinks I need to see it.
Talk about it. An absolute hypocritical wannabe who's just a fake for the media.
Always? It seems like at some point he was legit.
No, dude, his entire skit is fake. If you hear him talk regularly, that's not how he talked. He faked
it. Like a work. It's like a work. Like that was his plan.
It was a persona. Yeah.
Somebody was talking today about drugs in Hollywood and how the misnomer of every rock star has to be a drug addict. They go, that's not true. Gene Simmons, whether you love him or hated, started into Kiss knowing that those trappings were going to be there, but knowing that he was a businessman and only a business. The fact that he could play or make bass sounds or have bass sounds made and come to a PA was up to him. I mean, he was just in it for business. And again, they had the same exposure that anybody else did. They just had different things that drove them. I find that fascinating. Even though some would say Gene's a big pussy. Because his other thing was his vice was women, I guess. Which can be much more complicated. At least I've heard. 1931 Leatherworks shared a link.
I can't see that. I'm on StreamYard. I don't know what that is.
It is the ultimate Oreo dunking kit. I'm going to share it. I might buy it. Good thing I'm not in a legal state. I can't go here and just. Can you see it?
Yeah.
See the little holder?
If you're not willing to get your fingers wet by dunking in the milk, you don't deserve them.
Yeah, but it's got more to it than that. I thought there was more than just a.
Hey guys, I had to share with you this cute little Oreo dunking set for 2. It comes with the little tongs to pick up the
Her
Oreo.
voice is
Then you can
annoying.
just dip it into the milk so you don't get your hands all wet and soggy.
You're right.
And it works so good and it's so adorable.
It's so adorable, guys. $26.99. You can have one too.
Yeah, for $27, I'll just get my fingers soaked
Here,
in milk.
watch this. Watch this. I can even make it easy for you guys. I'll drop an affiliate link.
Oh, Jesus
chat.
Christ. One Saturday and you're back to this shit.
And if anybody wants it, the 5% will go help the channel out. What are you gonna do? Stop sharing. No, what I do, I will go through Amazon. What I've been looking at lately, and tell me how stupid this is, Kyle, because I don't want to back my videos up really anyway. Once they go to YouTube, I tell you they're gone. I don't have any way of backing them up. I used to have a little drive that you could buy, a little terabyte drive or 512. I forget how big it was. Well, now the rage is, what I've been reading about are these little enclosures you buy. So you buy this little small enclosure, right? That's got heat sinks on both sides of it. And then you buy a little, what is it called? An NSMV drive, like a little.
Yeah, we talked about it before, the
Yeah.
NVMe drives.
Yeah. And the ones that seem to have the best reviews are little, like it's a little base that sticks down, and you would just stick that stick in it, which to me looks like it would get broken off because it's just then you've got a vertical stick sticking up.
So if you want to go down that rabbit hole, let me know. We can talk about that. But it's it's the same thing. It's basically you just plug it in your computer and you copy files to it. It's just a hard drive. That's all.
But what I was noticing is on my little Samsung that I had, for whatever reason, and I was going into the latest USB drive using the latest cable or whatever, it would take forever for a 6 gig file to get copied and moved, which to me it should take about 12 seconds.
No, your computer's not fast enough for that.
So regardless, because you're right. So you're telling me even if the transfer rate.
Yeah, if the transfer rate, like if you're using a NVMe drive, it's not going to pull that speed if your computer isn't up to that speed. So in order to get those speeds, you need to be running either USB 4 or Thunderbolt or something to be able to get those speeds.
And even more simply, John, are you ever going to back up your videos? No. So that's just a stupid purchase. I'm going to buy the BB gun instead.
Yeah, that's a better idea.
I can shoot my salt through it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not running you're going to have a bandwidth blockage at some point, and that's going to be your computer, unless you have that. But I don't, based on what we talked about before, I don't think you have that. Just
in your knowledge, the little drives that they used to sell and they still sell, they're less expensive, but the little SSID drive or whatever, are those going to by chance be slower for a computer?
They're slower than the max speed. Okay, so here,
like an SSID or whatever, or an MI, whatever those things are I was talking about getting.
Yeah. So here's an SSD. This is from Lacie, LACIE.
Right.
USB-C. So the fastest I'm going to get transfer rate on that is based off of the connection here and the connection to my computer. If you're getting this in the NVMe format, it's going to be smaller, it can be faster, but it's also going to require a faster connection to the computer. Well, if the computer doesn't output that, it's only going to transfer what the computer can output. Okay. So this part doesn't matter how fast it is if your computer can't transfer that fast.
And I bet my computer, being kind of a lower mid-price streaming computer, is not going to be set up.
You'd be fine with this. Then that's the fastest you're going to get off of that. Now, typically you can get anywhere between 5 to 10 GBS with that, but it depends on what you're pushing through, the rendering, all that stuff. So, and I don't know what your computer is capable of. So, right there. Terry posted a link. Shane can't. He can't.
But I can click links.
I was gonna say Shane can't do links right now.
Where's the link?
Terry posted and said that it can't.
Stop Lowe's Foods.
Yeah, it said he doesn't know if someone can verify the page if it's accurate or not. But they've got the Oreos that Shane
$5.48 for Post Malone Oreos. Let me share.
Shane, you can't buy them though. You have to have an account.
Lowe's Foods is not. I think they're a lot more expensive than that, probably. Well, maybe not. I haven't bought.
They're a smaller bag, I think. They're not the full size, like
Yeah,
family
it's
size
16
bag.
or 10.68 found on aisle 4. Aisle 4. Clean up on aisle 4.
But is
We
that,
got
he
a,
was
we,
asking,
we
is
got a,
that,
we've
is
got
that,
a bowling pin shaped guy down here eating Post Malone Oreos.
is that a
Clean
legit
up
site
in
though?
a taser. Terry, you're a saint. Here, I'll drop the link. Oh, you got the link.
But is that a legit site? Is what he was asking.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Lowe's Foods, upload on Google. Yes. Let's go to their Instagram. Yes. They got 19,000 followers on Instagram. I say they're a legit grocer.
Okay. There you go, Shane. If you can figure out how to order them.
Well, let's do this. Hold on a second. So they're called Post Malone. I bet, does Amazon not have them?
If Amazon had them, I think he probably would have bought them by now. Hey, Kathleen. Good to see you.
Thing. Awesome
night,
to see you.
Kathleen.
Have a
He said
good
they
night, young lady.
They won't deliver.
Target. Let's see if they're out. Yeah, they're temporarily out. I think that Lowe's Food is going to be your best bet.
He said they don't deliver.
I think. Well, how close are we to them? Road trip, or I bet you know somebody in that area who can pick them up. I'll look. Hold on. Selena Gomez Oreo cookies are available for $4.88. That's what Shay needs to switch over to. Probably more his speed anyway. These
So
are
those are I'm not gonna say it, never mind. I'll be nice.
be nice. Let's go see if we can find the post was supposed to come up over here.
Where I don't know where the hell is Lowe's Food at?
Let's go. Lowe's Food Inc. They'll show us what they're store. Here we go.
Store locator.
You might be close to one, buddy.
No,
I've never seen one. Shop online. Is that particular product not available online?
Well, they don't deliver. You can order online, but they don't deliver. Is what he was saying.
Okay. So you can shop online, but you're telling me they don't deliver. I don't believe that shit. I believe delivering is like local delivery. They don't have local delivery like this, but they probably.
No, I doubt
Okay.
they will do. They're probably not a big enough establishment to do delivery.
No, their ordering is for pickup or for delivery on. Let's see, where are they? Look. Store locator. 3580. Yeah.
The hell doesn't. All right, there's one. Marble Hill, Georgia.
All right, well, that's pretty close to Shane. Hold on a second. Let me
That's
zoom
up.
out.
That's north of Atlanta.
Okay, it's not close to Shane.
Yeah, that's up north of
Who,
Atlanta.
who do we know? Is that close to Dylan Mallory? I'm thinking who could run over there and buy him and send him to Shane's. My point. We don't have to be close to those locations. We just have a brother.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah, there's none. There's none in Alabama. I just looked.
Yeah, I can't make my. Well, it says there's one on Northeast Wellman Avenue. How can that be? Because it's not pulling up. One,
Oh,
three, one.
Dawson, are you close to Mount Airy?
That'd be good if we could use the good of the internet to bring some Post Malone Oreos to Shane.
We're trying to get something from Lowe's Foods.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it's got this computer set up with this house. So there's nothing in Huntsville. You're right. Post Malone. Checking other stores.
Dawson. Well, if you ever get to, make sure that was correct. Let's see. Oh, there's a bunch in. Let's see.
I guarantee Dylan Mallory's up there, dude. He's up there close to that area. I think. Let me go to his website. Hold on. Because I know Steve's up in there. Are there any in Gainesville, Georgia?
No, the only one in Georgia I saw was Atlanta.
Okay.
Um,
All right, hold on. All right, Dylan is in.
don't dox him, but I think he is in the Atlanta area.
I'm on Docs. I'm looking at his website, dude.
There we go. Hang on. Dawson says Lowe's Foods is 15 minutes from his house. All right.
But they're aisle 4, so.
But if we can order something online to have it delivered to you, would you be able to send it to Shane?
We're trying to make these Post Malone Oreos a reality. It's kind of like a Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Most
for a dude.
Let's see.
I need to get back on their website. Are you doing that, or do I need to do that? I'll go.
I'm pulling it up right now. All right. Dawson, the over up at Independence Boulevard.
Sayer Shop says he can go to it in Atlanta if one in Atlanta. It sounds like you got it working. Hey, welcome, Geo Knife. We're talking about Oreos, but we will be getting on talking about knives here shortly. We usually talk about knives, but we got a community member in need. So we're pulling our resources together to deliver this man some Oreos.
See, different store, different aisle. Store I'm looking at, they're in aisle 7. Let's see. Well, maybe not. Hang on. This found on end displays, but you can add them to the cart. So let's see if we can do that. Let's go to the cart.
And you can have them picked up there.
So I'm trying to see if I can. All right.
Whoops.
Yeah, it looks like we can get them.
How much are they? I'll send you some PayPal. No, Shane tonight. We're hoping I know what he did last Cheeto, or I know what Cheeto did last summer. We're hoping he'll jump on here. We're hoping he and Ryan will jump on here at some point, and maybe a special guest.
Yeah, Terry, that's what I was looking at. Was waiting to see if that's a possibility from Jeffrey before I do it. It just takes practice, buddy. You just got to get in front of a keyboard and work on it.
It's amazing what you can do, especially when you start using ChatGPT. Wow.
You're intentionally trying to piss me off, aren't you?
Of course. Why else would I throw that in there? ChatGPT would have those some bitches coming to you right now.
Yeah, well.
I'm kidding.
Well, I got them locked and loaded.
Cheeto, I'm too high to talk or exist. You're not, buddy. You're existing and just you're being shattered with warmth, and you should just feel it. And you got Post Malone singing in the background, going, "Circles, baby." You just wait. I'm gonna bring you some. I'm gonna bring you some Oreos, just like my circle.
Jeffrey, that's fine. Obviously they're closed right now. I mean, I could. If you want, we can order them ahead and just have them ready for pickup for you. Or if you wanted to get them in the store,
you know that I'll be bringing you Oreos.
whatever.
You know that I'll be bringing you Oreos.
Whatever you want to do, buddy. If you go in person, they're in aisle 7. If you want me to order them now, I can order them now. But just let me know.
That's got to be one of the best fucking. I'm gonna name the strain this when we get done.
Nice.
Or exist.
Shane, if you can hear these words, I'm going to say them slowly. If we get you Oreos, you have to be nice to us for at least 3 months.
Yeah, we're pulling out all stops. Jeffrey's willing to go over there tomorrow. And they do. That's more than willing. Anytime tomorrow would be fine.
I wonder how slow we have to speak for him to grasp this.
He won't grasp it. It's like talking to my dad. It's like the etch a sketch. I've learned. I can say, "Hey, Dad, have you taken your pills?" I dumped them out. You didn't answer me. Have you taken them? Well, no. Well, will you take them? Well, sure. Okay. Hey, Dad, have you taken your pills? What? It's like an etch a sketch. Like every time we have a conversation, we build the dialogue. It's like if he doesn't do it right then, it's gone. Shane's not retaining any of this.
Bingo. There we go. All right, Jeffrey. Aisle 7. Let me know how much. I'll send you money. And if you need his address, I'll give you his address.
And Kyle, you send me a request from PayPal, and I'll send you cash too. So that ain't just you. The least I can do for a little buddy with a sore foot.
Cliff, he is a huge marshmallow.
Absolutely. I told him I think I could help him with a couple of those handles on those because he doesn't like to do the fine sanding. But now that I've got some of those materials that you told me about, and I've got the time, I think I can fine sand some of those. Don't you agree?
I mean, I think you're capable. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, capable. That's what I mean. I've definitely got the time and the surface and the materials to work through them. So I think I'm capable too. Cheeto typing 1,000 miles an hour. God bless him. I know he's trying so hard.
You know, he's doing pretty good for
Well, what you got?
typos too.
Yeah, what you got to understand is thoughts. He's typing his thoughts out, but while he finishes that wonderfully crafted sentence, it took him a while. He's got this other thought that he wants to share, and it's just like bursting like a flower out of fucking just the darkness. And by the time he goes back to type it, he's forgotten it.
I'm proud of his ability for not having too many typos, though. That's impressive.
It's very good.
You know what?
What's up, Henry G?
He's using text to type. He's not even typing.
Sure. But again, the text is to talk. When I use it with my draw, I have to go in and I have to change at least a word or two. And that's tricky in its own.
What's up, Henry? Cheeto, you were correct. You sent about 8 messages and I'll end up getting 2 that make sense out of that. Cliff, don't push me, or I'll push you right off the ledge right now tonight. I'm on the mood.
Ooh, the sticky icky. Reggie. That sounds yummy. I guess with long days you can do some major greenery up there. Yeah, that's why I have such a hard time in live streams. A lot of times I'll just stay as a creeper because I'm typing on my cell phone, watching on the TV, trying to make sense of the chats, trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. And it gets to be work. Plus, I have bad eyes. Got to take Lowe's fruit off my browser now.
Hang on 1 second. Are you have access to YouTube?
Do I?
Yeah. Do you have it pulled up too?
I can. What do you want me to pull up? I'll share it.
Just check the private chat on StreamYard first.
All right. All right, let me do that. Here. Yeah,
Terry, that is an option, I guess, but you can still do it one-handed fairly well. Typing, that is.
I pick and peck. I'm pretty effective, but it causes you a little bit more stress. Let's go to settings. Go to
I wonder if Shane's trying to type or trying to think right now. One of the two.
he's one or the other. I think this is what you're talking about. Oh, God damn it. If I could type. All right, God damn it. Hold on.
I should have rephrased that. I should have rephrased that as can you, not.
Yes.
Terry, you got to clear off your desk, buddy.
All right. All right, buddy. Check and see if you can do what you couldn't do now.
Yep, we're good.
That's what I need to do. I need to find out why these other couple are in there. Hold on a second. Pull these motherfuckers.
That's all I wanted to do.
All right.
So,
Pretty cool. Hopefully y'all aren't getting ads. I turned off ads. Let's run a test. Let's see what happens if I push the ad button. Boom. Now you should see an ad, but we won't talk about anything that you'll miss.
well, so like StreamYard, since we're on StreamYard, like I can time someone out on StreamYard, but you don't have an option. It gives you it's 5 minutes automatically. You can't change the amount, right? That's gross, Shane.
That's funny though.
So I didn't want to hit them with a 5 minute. I thought that was a bit harsh.
It can be harsh. Sometimes it's a good cool down time. Usually I think most timeouts are for the stream. I don't think the people that get timed out realize that. And they're still in the stream. It's not like they get kicked out. It's just like their text doesn't show up. And the only reason for that would be if somebody was spurging out about something that had nothing to do with anything relevant, just political or spurging about something. We don't silence free speech here.
No, we just do it to play games.
Absolutely. And to show our alliances.
Or to shut Cliff up because he's annoying sometimes.
Exactly.
Although his buddy used to time me out. Actually, didn't time me out. His buddy used to ban me every single time I went in there. You guys still go there?
Where's that?
I was talking to Paul and Cliff.
Oh. Flies in the Vaseline they are. Oh, what a great song.
Yeah. What was oh god, I'm having a brain fart. What was that guy's name?
Scott Wallen.
Yes, thank you.
He was great in Velvet Revolver, even though he was always troubled. And some of his early stuff, there's a video on YouTube of he and what's the guitar player's name? Dean, doing just an acoustic version of Plush for MTV. They're just sitting there, and dude, it's so good.
Those the old MTV unplugs are some of the best albums ever, and some of the best videos.
You without doubt, dude. The quality, the sound, the miking of
the mastering of them. Everything was one of those was perfect.
Just on point. I mean, it must have been too much to produce, but I mean, the people you had were like Eric Clapton. You had 10,000 Maniacs, of course, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam,
Nirvana,
Rod Stewart. I mean, Nirvana. You had some of the
Incubus,
STP. Didn't they do some? Didn't they do the Rolling Stones or Led Zeppelin? They did. What was it called? Yeah, it was Plant Page little thing. It was a long it was kind of weird. They had some Indian players there, but it was interesting.
The Pearl Jam was phenomenal.
Oh, dude, it was so good. I mean, and Alice in Chains. I think that was the last time they performed as a band.
That was only like a month before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he came out at his weakest and gave one of the most timeless performances of what was going on. I mean, just chills all around. Just awesome performance.
Yeah. There was so much emotion in those performances that you don't get in a studio recording.
No. And you don't get in today's musical landscape where it's overly produced. I mean, Nirvana was the same way. And all those performances, if you look back on them, even if you look at Rod Stewart, I wasn't a huge Rod Stewart fan, but his Unplugged was good. It was good stuff. And the Eric Clapton, it sold a lot. That's where I learned about "Oh Love." That's the song we used to cover in our band that I wouldn't have ever heard of if it hadn't have been for MTV Unplugged.
Yeah, back when they actually played music videos and did good stuff with their programming.
Yeah, and this plush that I'm talking about is just what's her name? I forget. One of the chicks sitting there talking to them in between songs or something, and they just sing it. So it's not even an unplugged setting. It's not produced. It's just them sitting there with their guitar and his voice. No special mic. It's killer. Good shit. What's up,
Yep.
Algie?
What's up, Pedro? Yeah, we are, Shane.
We are talking about music and blades and music. I was
Paul,
going to talk about.
I never knew what happened with that, Paul, but that's why I was asking.
Hey, have any of you out the front people? Well, now I just closed it. So this knife, up until recently, I wasn't able to retract it with my thumb, and I thought it was just my thumb. I don't carry it, so it's not got gunk in it. What would make it over time harder to retract? And what would be the I mean, I guess go in and clean it out, obviously. Oil
Yeah.
it.
There might be something in the springs. Check the tension in the springs. Yeah. Absolutely, Ed. That's the crap we got after that. But in Dawson, you're 100% correct. You want to get an airy 3D effect and space to the sound that's having more room behind.
Because I mean, it does feel like it's a little too. Maybe I'll take it apart on camera. So the only spring that I've got to worry about is the spring behind. I mean, I know I've got springs to worry about in the carriage, but in terms of popping out, there might be a spring behind this latch.
Unless they're different than other OTFs. OTFs are easy to take apart. I've done quite a few.
Okay.
Just obviously.
What parts do I have to worry about flying off? Are there any when I take this cover off? Because this one's just a simple. You take off the clip and then 4 or 6 body screws, and then I'll lift this one side off.
No, not really. So the first thing you do is take a cardboard box, fire it into a cardboard box so it takes it off its tracks.
Okay. Yeah. So
then the blade's just kind of floppy, and because then that takes the spring tension off of it.
Good point. So I do want it to be where I've got to reset it in between.
After you reset it, after you put it back together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So once you have it unsprung and it's off the tracks, then you can take it apart, unscrew it, and then once you go inside, you'll be able to see if there's anything in there that needs to be cleaned out, or if anything's the springs twisted or any of that kind of stuff. And then you put it back together. Obviously, pull the blade out till it locks, and then it should be able to re-engage on the rails.
Where do you if you put any lubrication? I know you're supposed to be minimal. Where would you put those lubrication points if you didn't see anything manually obstructing that?
Just on the rails where the blade's sliding. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to fire.
Well, again, could it be my aging thumb? I don't know.
Yeah, but it wouldn't change that much in the last.
No, I don't think it would change that much.
Yeah, you're fine. It shouldn't be that hard to fire. Oh, speaking of which, Shane, if you're still here and can understand this, did you see that Lynch Northwest is now making a live wire clip?
Is it on their website? I'll pull it up while y'all talk about it.
Yeah, because I know he hates the clip for the live wire, but loves the knife. But they are now making a better clip supposedly for it. I just saw that posted yesterday, the day before.
Let's go to Kershaw.
I'm not sure. Pedro, I'll ask him when he's done looking.
Cairo Blur launch. Here's the live wire clip. Cha-cha-cha-ching. Let me show it to you. Which would be an easy clip to do because it just goes on the back, right? Can y'all see that?
Yep. That looks better. Show it with it on there. A picture of the knife with it on there. Is there a close up one?
That close?
Yeah, that looks good. That looks much better.
Yeah, that black looks sweet.
I don't like OTFs, but that almost makes me want one.
Well, the live wire's been one I've been interested in.
Dude,
I'm gonna
I've
have
tried quite a few, and by far, I like it better than Microtech's. I like it better than some of the other ones I've held. I think it's a phenomenal value.
to me the deal killer, or the one that makes me love them, which is why I love my S Tech, is the pullback. These are great OTFs, and the American one by Axial. Uh-oh. Look at there.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. This should not come off the rails like that. I wonder if you can send it back to Best Tech for warranty.
No, it's got stuff in it. I'll take it apart.
I was joking.
Yes.
You're welcome, Jeffrey.
I'm sure it's got foam down in there.
That one always confused me.
Look of it.
The stupidness of having a blade hole and a fuller in there.
It's
I know it's the branding and it's aesthetics, but still, that just to me that looks
ridiculous.
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of sticks with the branding. It doesn't bother me, but I can see what you're saying. This is a great one. If you took the hole out, it'd be better for you. And the fuller, I guess, for that matter.
What's up, Maddie? Dawson, yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, what is up, Maddie? And then my favorite that I've been carrying for 3 weeks now, as I just fail it, is the Titan. You shouldn't have to type anymore. You should be able to just talk.
Our guest is not going to make it.
Oh, no.
Maybe another night though. So that's why.
Let them know that there are 2 nights a week they can choose from.
That's what I was typing to him.
Anytime we are free to it, unless they've just been watching the chat and they're like, I'm never coming to hang out with those.
No,
What's up, Palmer Conley? That's what David Mary Customs did.
No, he's tired and couldn't make it. So
I get it.
No, this guy's not a soft, whiny bitch like that other guy.
No, he was very soft. You know what Lefty was showing me? Like, if I wanted to say, let me go to Kyle's, let me do something real quick. I'm going to go here to Kyle's. Go to YouTube. Go to our videos.
What'd you catch, Palm?
Keep talking because I'm about to pull this up. It's going to be cool.
I don't have any videos. So I don't know what you're going to do to them.
No, I'm not going to do anything to your videos. I'm gonna put your I'm gonna do your clean work link. Watch this. So I'm gonna go to clean work sharpening link. Your my portfolio. And then I'm gonna go over here to StreamYard, and I can go in here and I can go media assets. I can go QR code. I can drop it in here. We're gonna call this clean work portfolio. Then I'm gonna put the website in there. Watch this. Now scan that QR code. if you're in the position to.
My phone is my camera currently, so I'm not.
Okay, yeah. So that QR code should take you to Kyle's stuff. So instead of having to put a QR code in there, like if I wanted to put a QR code to YouTube, I could just type it in there and it would put a QR code to it. I thought that's kind of cool. So if we were talking about Mr. Designs, I said, well, go look at that Titan. And I said, Mr. Designs, and I went to the Titan and I copied that code. I'll delete this one because I don't want to have too many. But then if I go new QR code and I go Titan, just so I know what it is. Titan. Any of y'all that got cameras that know how to use QR codes, but now this should be a QR code. When I click on it, that would take you to the Mr. knife. And then back to Clean Works portfolio. And the one I keep up there's my beacons, but that's Clean Work. See how Titan's even different? They're all slightly, or they're a lot different, I guess. But isn't that cool, Kyle, that you can do it just from links?
Yeah.
Those are for. Oh.
Wow. Wow.
What's up, Robert Jones, channel member? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, catching crabs was one thing in my childhood that eluded me. Thank goodness. But we had our share, as we all did. Growing up as children of the 80s. Put it this way, I didn't get anything that good little bit of Krylocks wouldn't take off. Still a great knife that doesn't get enough love, that I'm sure has massive, flaws. The Max Ace Babylon, I've got the hiccups. Sorry. Peter at Therapeutic Edge drew my attention to this knife. Doesn't do it for you, Kyle?
No. You lost me when you said Max Ace. So
Yeah, that's true. One of the few Max Aces, but at the time, I mean, the value for me, $250 seemed like a good value. While we're talking about knives that Kyle won't get behind, I still think my Van X Kunwu Padre is a banger. Ooh.
yeah, definitely won't get behind that.
Maddie. I love the Padre too, Paul. I'll tell you what's coming into the shop down at Knives and More that I hope to be able to check out by the end of the week is the Mini MSI. And don't let the word mini fool you. If you guys have held an MSI, I have, it's very big. And a mini or a MIDI would be a great welcome, I think, size to the Ram lot. Kung Wu sucks, Brian F.
Have you seen the Marfion versions they put out of that?
I've seen the pictures on their Instagram.
Have you seen the price on them?
On the Marfiones, but I think they're doing a Kung Wu version, not a Kung Wu, a Microtech version. This
Right, but the Thai vapor blasted.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
It's a basic mid. It's like a mid-tech kind of quote unquote.
When you saw that Hellhound I reviewed, the Hellhound that was Baker Ridge,
Baker
Blue
Forge.
yeah. Blue Blade, $15.95. It's still down there. And then the other one was Copper My Damascus from the same forge. It was an Ultra UX 85 maybe.
Yeah,
a
but
dagger.
I can get behind that a little bit with the materials, but this was a basic their BS M390 MK stuff with tie scales in a
Doing the Dimco thing. It was a basic Dimco.
1350, John.
Yeah, well, that's more than the Dimco thing.
That's insane.
And that's allegedly for the hand ground blade on the MSI that you're getting.
I don't know if it's even hand ground.
I'm thinking that the others have to be around that 300 price point. I would guess. I can't imagine the mini being more than the full size, but we'll see. And I'm sure the Morpheon is just to get people buy it. I'm sure.
I don't know. That's just stupid. Mills, I didn't know what was going on, but I went in there, I don't know, a couple weeks ago to look for you guys, and he was in there talking about some sovereign citizen bullshit, and I was like, wow, okay. I left.
Am I missing something? Is this what Robert's talking about?
Yeah, there's another guy who was trying to create a channel who didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground and ended up taking some stuff from some people apparently and lying about it and
Just being a shit.
yep.
Man, that sucks. I mean, people try to help people, and the worst thing is they go scorched earth on the whole thing too, and then you can't ever track them down because they're. I hate that, dude. The good news is the people that'll keep an eye out to them. Vulcanized purple carbon fiber arrived a little nice, but I think there's room for improvement. Nice.
Oh, cool. You got it. What give me some feedback. What improvement do you think? And how do you think the detent feel is, even though it's not detent? Because the one that I had was pretty snappy for a crossbar. But yeah, I was curious your feedback on it, especially for the price.
Why can't I find this? God damn it. All right. So, y'all still with me?
We can hear you.
All right, I'm going to share something. Have y'all seen this post?
Let's see.
From collecting to modding, now to making. This is Origin number 2, the third folder I've ever made. And I'm learning every day.
Somebody posted something Sunday, but I haven't watched it yet.
This is brother Satu.
Yeah, no. I saw you post on Sunday, but I haven't
Look
watched
at
it
that
yet.
beefy. Look at that beefy bitch.
Yep.
I'm so proud of him, dude. Because the way he likes knives, that operates just the way when you go see the way because he flips them totally different or unlocks them totally different. But look at that. I mean, it's not my jam necessarily, but he loves it.
That's cool. I like the blade a lot.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very much. I didn't know if y'all seen that. Not to stop the conversation, but Satu Dave, aka Barefoot Blaze.
Oh, really, Jeffrey? That's interesting. See, that was quite the opposite of the one that I had. The one I had was actually felt more like a frame lock deployment. That's why I was so interested in it.
Who are you idiots on Hayes Knives too? We're donating to what? It's something Grateful Panic's put together.
What's up, Stevie?
Good to see you, Stevie. Hey, I saw that you were close to Lynch Northwest today. I think that was Casey in your picture. That was awesome to see. Kodak Edge bladesmithing. He's the guy that goes live all the time, right, Paul? Like at night, late night. Uh-oh.
Sorry, Maddie. Hope you feel better, bud.
Yeah, dude, I do too. Man, I'm gonna send you a hug. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna send you a hug. I'm gonna send you a man hug. And then because you admitted you didn't feel good,
You can call me Nannerpuss. And guess what? I love.
I'm gonna call you a nanopus too. I hope you feel better, brother. I hope you feel better. I don't want any of my homies to be feeling down. That's the guy. Dude, man, if I was in person, I'd give you a hug. You know that. Even if I had to jump up on a stool.
Hopefully you got some good news, Stevie. What's up, Jesse?
Jesse. Man, I wish I could get more excited about my. I think I will when I finally sharpen it. It's not as sharp as I'd want it to be. It needs to be taken apart.
I forgot you had that.
I love it. It just needs to be worked on. Like right now, it doesn't drop.
That's
From
is
up
that full
there.
size?
Huh?
Is that the mini?
That's a mini.
Holy shit. Okay.
It's about the size of a bitch made bug out.
No, I've held the mini. I thought that was a full size, but
In my hand now.
yeah.
But it doesn't have that. It needs to be cleaned out. It needs to be taken apart. I've got a list of stuff I need to work on that I just keep pushing back and shooting stupid videos instead. The knife I'm loving the most of my inexpensive USA made knives, and I could recommend to anybody who's looking for one. And a year ago, I would have told you stay away from it. Is a Kershaw Bel Air. I would have told you to stay away from it a year ago out of ignorance, out of my past experience with them. But after handling that knife and after handling Ryan's Cat Scratch, what's up? His XL, what a great knife. Makes me more determined to get a live wire at some point. What's Ryan sharing?
Yeah, I'm telling you that Livewire is better than majority of
Ooh, Kyle, have you seen this?
No, but I saw Ryan talk about it earlier. It was pretty clean.
It's very clean. It's not my jam as much, but it's very, very, very pretty. I'm sure it would glow on me. Glow. Of course it would glow on me. It would grow on me.
What's the design on that?
What do you mean?
Like the designer. Is that an in-house or is that a
I think it's an in-house. It doesn't say. It says next up for fall 2025 we will have Xenons, Xenons in both blue and satin hardware. So I don't know if let's go to their website.
it looks larger too. It looks like a full size.
Let's see if they even have it out there yet. Probably not. They probably haven't changed their website.
Their website's pretty.
Yeah, well, but they have it on there yet. Yeah. It's a good looking knife. I like the Aria better.
Go back to the picture of that if you would.
I will. Whoops. Is it showing it?
Yeah, that gives me a little bit of.
Shiro vibe or Chris
I was
Ray
getting,
vibe?
ready to say Sinkovich or R.J. Martin a little bit.
The handle.
Yeah, that definitely has some overtones to it. That's cool though.
Yeah, it's cool. Where do you go from those two knives? Who am I to say, right? Let's see what's going on the homepage. Hey, look.
Well, that's why I was
Oh,
curious because they technically really haven't done any in-house stuff. That's why I was curious if that was in-house or if someone else did it.
no, see,
Because
earlier.
the mini goblin is Sharknivko, and then the Arius is DJ
Ooh,
Schwartz.
look at those Three Rivers with different handle materials. I know some of y'all don't like that little knife. Have y'all seen the cats running off the bears? We've checked this guy out.
The ad,
But don't take my word. Try to follow.
Come shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself
that's
any
loud.
longer.
Javon, that's loud. That's loud as shit, dude.
How's this?
Same.
Loud?
Yeah, it's still the same.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. I wonder why it's why my soundboard's not making it oh. Sorry about that. That was probably loud too, wasn't it?
Very.
There's an old Shadow. Fantastic TRM knife.
The amount of ads on
Uh-oh.
IG is insane.
Uh-oh.
What?
That one slipped in there.
What?
That's the 4-year X, dude.
Oh.
What's with the sound? What's she showing up my feed? Getting weird. All right, let's see.
Right, Ryan?
No more knives. Shadows. Great knife. Great knife. What's Ron whining about?
You saying, hang on, let me change this, and then it did absolutely nothing.
Oh, with the sound? Well, I thought I would. I mean, I thought it would change something. I don't know why it's so loud. Did that make sense? Because when I play something off of YouTube, it wasn't loud, was it? Let's do a test.
I don't think you played anything off YouTube, did you?
Let's see. Hold on. Let's go this.
Yeah, no kidding, Jeffrey. It's annoying as all get out.
You'll hear the ad in the background. It's because I want it to be pleasurable for you guys. At least pleasurable as possible. If it blows your ears out, all right, is this loud? Hold on.
Are you sharing something?
Yeah.
No, it's not sharing. Yeah,
Is that loud?
It's kind of loud, yeah.
I wonder why. The
you have so on your mixer you've got obviously headphone volume, and then should have internal volume as well too.
Yep. That's what I turned down, and
But
it didn't
maybe
change
maybe
anything
the
on the
computer settings.
Yeah, it didn't change anything on the Instagram, so I've got to figure it out. It ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Two loked out nickels NICKLESs going crazy. Speaking of,
Maddie, that ain't gonna happen.
check it out. Batman.
Better than what you normally are playing, Wild Rhyme.
Paul, what are we spreading the word on?
About him getting ripped off.
All right, let me get back to talk to me, Kyle. Break it down to me. What happened?
I don't know all of the ins and outs. So
Was it a deal? Paul, reach out to me via text, brother, or call me after the live. Tell me what's going on. I'll spread the word. I ain't scared. I'm scared.
The bad thing is, I mean, it's sad, but he's really technically not relevant enough to make a dent, but it still sucks if it happens to other people.
Yeah, I mean, the purpose is because, like, if it's shitty, you don't want other people to know about it, right?
Exactly. Well, exactly. I mean, we don't want other people to get taken either, but
and
unfortunately, I do believe that any growth there is not going to be from success. It's just going to be from random stumblings because everything is vertical and just a bunch of click throughs. So he's not actually getting any culture or any community.
Who is this dude?
Some dude is kind of freaking out there.
You don't have to be the one saying it.
He supposedly he's a knife maker and a leather worker, but I've not really seen much that he's done, and he's on a bunch of old FUD bullshit about carbon steels and only slip joints technically. Yeah, he's very, very.
Is it Kodiak Bladesmithing? Is it that guy?
Yeah, he's kind of mentally whacked.
Well, he's online till like 6 o'clock every morning. I mean, I'm thinking he's a meth head, but that's just me because he's live every night from midnight till 6.
Yeah, he wants to hear himself talk for 6 to 8 hours a day, and doesn't like. I mean, it's not like he's interacting with chat.
He's doing it in the middle of the night. I mean, literally, because after my lives, I mean, that's when I'm doing videos. I've got the flip schedule, which is getting ready to change, but it's he's the one that's on, and he's live to 19 people, which is a lot late at night.
It's all vertical, dude. So he just gets random people showing through. It's not a lot of people.
True. I mean, I'm not saying he's getting a core audience, but to me, it's. I don't want to talk about the guy. What's his name? I don't want to talk about the guy now. I'm trying to figure out his fucking name. He goes live almost every night, or used to. What's his name? Over in California or Seattle. God, I can't think of his name.
Knife related?
Yes. Kinda. Yes. Let me go to my YouTube feed, see if I can see him on there. Because I want him to give credit to his channel. Because if you're looking for a live stream, he's usually always live to about 2 people.
No idea who you're talking about.
Jeeves. Gerbs. Gerbs. Is it Gerbs or Jeeves? Gerbs.
Gerbs is in Canada.
Okay, Gerbs in Canada is live all the fucking time, like late night or early morning in Canada. Like 1 o'clock in the morning till 5.
Gotcha.
3 or 4 people talking about just shit that's not really knifey. We don't talk about knifey stuff. Gerbs. That's a fact, Jack. That is a fact, Jack. Hit the like button, by the way, if y'all are here. Yeah, Canadian Javon. He's very much a Canadian Javon. Exactly. Except he's got a better haircut. I gave up on the haircuts. But I won't give up on my side hair. I want to let it grow in. Part of me does, just to see how David Letterman I can get it. But some part of conformity is pulling me back in to shave the sides.
Nobody should look like Letterman when he let himself go.
No,
No.
I like hovering on the homeless look.
That was a very, very sad, disgusting homeless look.
But he wore it with a tie, dude. Fucking in a $2,000 suit. He could get away with it. And it was well groomed.
A suit doesn't make the man.
No, it doesn't. But the accomplishments and the fact that he's got fuck you money and he's at the position where he can say, I'm gonna let it grow, and still people will pay however much to have me come speak. Because they're there for the words, not the appearance of the man. He got through all that bullshit. Think of how much they had to conform even back then.
He was cool early on, then towards the end he really kind of lost it.
I think they all have to, man. I swear to God, I think it's part of that whole conspiracy that we talk about. I think you can see it in Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, there's a huge difference between the two of those guys.
Of course. But I'm saying
Now,
even back when Johnny Carson was running that platform, it was a platform that the government was allowing to exist as long as they towed the line.
You know, the best ever late night host, solely because of the fact he didn't give two shits and it would act a fool and be what he wanted to be. Craig Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson was great, but he was short-lived, right?
Yeah, because he didn't give a shit. And the reason why he even got that job is because Letterman gave it to him because he knew he didn't give a shit. And
they probably appreciated that.
That show was,
comedians.
That show was phenomenal. And then he's like, he literally said, I'm not conforming. I don't give a shit. Like, suck it, basically. And he ended up doing everything he could to piss off the network because he knew his contract was coming up. Either they're going to pull him or. So he just acted a fool.
Talk about Keanu.
Who?
I don't know if he's talking about Kiki Thompson or Keanu Reeves. We got two Keanu's in this case. Yeah, he has always been a chode, but I just remember him being a different chode. Again, I was never a fan, but I remember him being more controversial, more fun to listen to. Maybe I was in college. I don't remember what age I was when he took over that spot. And he was dating Sarah Silverman, but he seemed more up.
When he was back with Adam, he was decent on the Man Show.
On the Man Show.
But then he turned into a complete bitch. And that is solely corporate. Or he was always that way and just corporate brought it out of him more. Either way. But yeah.
I think it's unfair for any of us. Now, morals are one thing, but for a corporation to approach you and tell you some uncomfortable lines that you shouldn't cross, and you make that willing decision, well, they're paying my bills. Do I want to stay on this side of the line? That can get blurred as time goes on, and they pull the line further and further back. And before you know it, you're just reciting a narrative.
Right. But then at what point do you give up being a man and having a backbone? You stand up.
Well, I would think when you get to be at whatever point, it shouldn't have anything to do with money, but unfortunately it does, to where you've got the freedom, i.e., freedom to keep your lifestyle somewhat similar, or the family support to back out of that lifestyle and say, hey, you know what? Take your money and shove it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And hope that it stops just with that there's not a deeper entrenchment where it becomes, creepy, people fall off cliffs and shit.
No. The
Quid and Tools, what's up, brother?
Terry, there's some
very nice.
There's some Chomo stuff about him too.
New old stock CRT Apache 2, full serrated, nice. That's a great find, buddy. Congratulations.
What's up, Knife Nut?
Speaking of great finds, we've been talking about the knife store that's in my hometown, where there's cool knives that come in. I'm gonna have more access to that store starting tomorrow. A little more access each day. and I'm going to try to put more online to share with you guys. Rare Benchmades, stuff that I normally don't post, but stuff that I think is not only content worthy, but hopefully it'll help people that are looking for rare and unique stuff and give them an outlet. You can call the shop or me and look into getting that knife. I'm going to start working there like a few days a week, kind of helping them out and at the same time learning about that side of the business, which I think will be invaluable. Come buy a Benchmade from me. Or when I do a review video and you don't want to call, look down a little further and you'll see my Benchmade link or my best Blade HQ link. You can click on it. But I should have some cool knives to show you guys content wise because they've got some killer knives. What's up, Level On Up? Good to see you, brother.
Javon, you feel free to keep going, but I'm gonna hop off. I need to get some food. So,
all right, buddy. Hey, dude. I appreciate you jumping on. Have a great night. We'll talk middle of the week.
All right, bud.
Love you, brother.
Later.
Later. Toyota and Tools is in the house. We got Robert is in the house. We got Level On Up is in the house. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Ryan, what is up? It is a solid place, dude. Hey, Ryan, I'm going to be down there 3 or 4 days a week. I'm going to be doing a 2 to 6 help out. Just helping them out. Showing them how to use Instagram, stuff like that. They've got an Instagram page set up, but they rarely post to it. And they've got so much content that would just be fun to look at. I love looking at it. I'm just afraid I'm going to end up with no income in knives. I will work for knives. I really want a Microtech SOCOM manual, Tonto, USA made. They've got a black one down there that's just sick, and it's the last knife I need in my collection. It has no place in my collection, but it's badass, dude. I'm glad you did. Listen, we will drift you off. We'll probably only be live for another hour or so. Get everybody to midnight at least. And see who wants to hang around. I'm never in a big need for sleep. I do start though tomorrow. I work for the first time in, I guess you call it work, 2 years. I'll go in at 2 and hang out till 6 and talk about knives and learn about how they do things. I'm pretty stoked to be in an environment that I want to be in. Regardless of the pay, I think it'll be super cool to be around knives every day. Oh, Maddie, I'm going to go do some part-time stuff at Knives and More, the little local shop that's here in my town that has all the cool knives that I've been able to feature. The one video that I did a walkthrough on a month ago that's gotten more views than any other video I've ever done. It's like it's 77,000 views now. But I'm going to go work at that little store and help them out some and learn, kind of help them get into the social media game that they've got a presence. They're just not utilizing it. And try to help them promote their shop. They've never needed to because they're huge in the traditional estate type of sale business. So they're a Southeastern destination shop where people do business with them the old fashioned way. They call to see if they've got something in, or John, the main owner, works off an extensive list of what people want and he'll call when things come in. So it's just that they've been doing business very successfully since the late 90s, early 90s. So I just was going to see if I could help them reach a wider audience and learn about knives and work around knives. So I'm going to be a Knives and More guy for a few hours a day, a few days a week. Nothing major. I'm still going to love and talk about Kaiser knives because I think there's a great place for them. Same thing with tenable concept knives. I still very much appreciate and we'll talk about them. I just have access to more, I guess you'd say, American premium knives that I can show off some. This is one of my favorites, the Drop Bear 2. This is the Halloween one, but it's a hollow grind. Such a good knife. So I'll always be a huge fan of Kaiser. They carry some Kaiser. Most of it they carry from their and I've got to learn how this works. They've got a distributor or a middleman that sells, like they've picked up a few Jack Wolf. They've got a few different like concepts. They've got a few random knives outside of their normal knives that they carry, and they get them from this distributor. Ron, dude, I will let you guys know. Sweet, dude. I'll check it right now. It's my camera. It's this camera right here that I need to pull back up. But I'll check it after the show, dude. Number 1 out of 100. This is Drop Bear 2. I don't think it has a number. It doesn't. The coolest one that I got, though, the holiday edition, is this tenable fin rear. I don't know how inexpensive this is, but I'm sure it's sub $50, and it's Nitro V. It's a top liner lock. I love the fin rear. And guys, this is as good. I don't like the scales. I don't like the color, of course. But it is mad money on action and on slicing this. This knife, so slicey. The tenable fin rear in a top liner lock is not in my foot, is money. Almost went in my foot. That would have been painful. And then as we started the show, the mini Corvid. Don't let its size fool you. Got a wicked zombie on the handle. Nitro V blade. Got a flipper tab. Got a front flipper. And it's got a fuller. And it's the smallest knife. I've got one of those little peanut knives that I think Grateful Panic left over here. I found it the other day when I was cleaning up. This is a little bit bigger than it, but not much. This is the mini Corvid. Cool little knife. And I love the mini harpoon. I love the way they did the tang under the Ultim. It's got purple Cerakoted hardware is the only other way you'd know, and the trick or treat. But I just love the way they took the tang and they cut the weight relief. This is a great knife, guys. I don't know how good the 3V is. I don't know any of that. I just know it's super thin, super slicey. I've had several of these. And it is a winner. The lighting getting so dark. And then for those of you who are on the fence about slip joints, the Kaiser Trestle is an absolute. Let's see if I can do this without cutting my finger. No, I'm not. It is a great. I could use my finger to open it, but I'm not going. It's a great little slip joint. This one's in 14C. Flat ground, titanium bolsters. Very thin, very slicey. Super nice little knife. Gets the job done, guys. I've kind of gotten out of the slip joint craze phase, whatever you want to call it. And I got this one that has pocket. This is kind of their premium and camo carbon fiber, black DLC coated bolsters, DLC coated matte S45 blade, and it retails for right around $150, I think it is, with the slip. The others are right around 97, 98. Just a great little knife. Big fan. It's a slip joint I carry most now when I carry a slip joint, which is not as much as I used to. I'm too busy carrying my fixed blade in my back pocket. Today, I'm carrying what I carry on a lot of days. My little ram's foot, Lucky Dog Bulldog, little 4 3/4 inch utility knife extreme. Sobek Scooter, what is up, brother? Very cool. Very cool. Good to see you, buddy. I didn't see you hanging out there, my friend. So that's why I've got some weird stuff on the screen, mainly Halloween stuff. And this little knife that was gifted to me from Richard Hopkins, who is in North Carolina. He's alive, but he's just away from his Starlink. This is a Lex Rex Custom. An interesting little EDC scalpel. Very slicey. Great little sheath. Perfect little package for me. And then I've been doing some chopping with this guy, just seeing if I can get the edge to roll. This is my Arbor Tools or Olive Tools Arbor bushcraft knife that's got this Fibonacci grind. So I've got this really hard oak outside that came, when I say it's hard, it's over 200 years old. A lightning struck a tree at the cemetery last year, and I've been drying this piece out, and I use it to do some chopping on just to see if I can get any blade movement or get the blade to roll. This blade is solid, guys. I'm not much of a hard use knife guy, like that I would have a lot of things to employ this in. One thing it's amazing at, got this crown spine right here, and then it's got this sharp spine. Check this out. You see those sparks? This thing is a freaking ferro rod striking machine. What's knife nut, Sharon? Let me go see. $50 milligrams down. It's delicious. Let's see what we got here. Knife nut is sharing. Ho knives. Ho knives. Let me share it up here where you can actually see it. Then I'm going to show you what we was just looking at. Hold on, kids. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty. Little technical difficulty. Let me share. And let's see what we got. They look very cool. This scale maker? Cutting edge British design pocket knives and EDC gear. Let me share with you the website that I'm going to so I can see what we dealing with here. What we got here. What we got in this here place. Okay, so we do have knives. M390 titanium slip joint. Very unique. Very unique. So these are going to be European. Most of these are going to be slip joints, I bet. Very cool stuff. That one, the blade's not quite as aggressive. You know what it reminds me of is a Farrah Monster or G, whatever those things are called. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. Live rosin over resin. That is the question of the ages that I've got to understand better. I know one of them, both of them might require some chilling, but rosin versus resin. I know the looks are different. I'm just trying to think the extraction method. There's so much to learn, guys. Life is a book. Find a chapter, put in a bookmark, and start reading another chapter because it's going to take you a while. I've not been looking for the comment, but I've not seen it. Be a good night to go out and look for it because I think it's pretty clear here. I'm waiting to feel it. Impact under my feet before shit gets real. I think space rocks are something we can all talk about and get behind. I'm all for a space rock. Space rocks rock. Let's do this. Let me go to my Instagram. We all saw Satu's killer knife. I'm going to go to my homepage. I'm going to refresh it. I'm going to scroll through it. And why would somebody's pictures be showing up all of a sudden unless they just started posting to the platform? Let's see. Kaiser. That is a wooden drop bear, I think. Bunny, a cat's going to save it. Don't care about that. This is one of those little enclosures for a memory card that I was thinking about getting. That doesn't change. What's that? Flissa USA. I'm reviewed a couple of big knives for them. Cats. Those look like Tuyas. Like strengths. Interesting knife. Said Stevie. And Satu Day. I bet that's got a Satu regrind. Bang. Zach stuff. Nice bailout. Little hamster. What's that? That's Munko knife. So that's probably Kaiser. Whoops. That's a great light, guys, for whoops. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Try to block it. Does that still show it to y'all? That Wubin for $40 or whatever it is a very good price on a light. There's a raccoon and a cat. EMP EDC Ronin. I'm a fan. Couple little, got some Brass Brigade work going on. Some different knives. So anyway, I just scroll my my Instagram to show you what's showing up on my feed. What do we got there? Tenable knives. I think that one's a Cairo or Cryo. Guys, these are very, very inexpensively priced knives. The Tenable line, it's Kaiser's budget line. They're done very well. Grizzly bears, got some stuff. Got a shark tooth stuck in a whale vertebrae. That's a pretty awesome picture. What do we got there? Original XL. Nice. Couple of cats that don't want to be separated. All right. DMK knives and tool. I'm getting ready to get out of here. We're going to go to one more knife. What do we got? ZTs. All right. Stop sharing. That was our journey through Instagram land. What's them scales? Oh no. Good thing I still got it up. Which scales, Maddie? The scales. I got the stream pulled up. You tell me which scales you talking about, brother. You might have been talking to somebody else. The tenable ones. Oh, they were zombies. Let's look. Go back and share because I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been very impressed with tenable knives. I think they're almost as good as concepts that are. They're called Purple Undead Duo. So I would think you were right on the zombies. And I'll tell you what they look like. They match. Guys, they match the little zombie eyes on this little guy, on this little Corvid. So they are those undead eyes that just look down at you. You got the eyes, the nose, and the rest is color and blue. And I'm telling you, this Cairo, the other looks like the Shard. I'll put the Cairo. Let me stop sharing. This bad boy, the Cairo or Cryo that I've had before, always had a blade hole, which made it a good blade hole knife, but it wasn't nearly as snappy as this. Full size knife, Nitro V. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the orange. or the carbon fiber, but I think this knife is under $40. Bar lock. They send it with a couple of extra S springs or Omega springs. I'm just kind of into it. And I'm usually not into colored blades. But guys, this top lock, fin rear, oh, buddy. Whoa, buddy. They need to do that on a full dress fin rear from Concept. I'm telling you, I wish more people would use that top liner lock. I'm sure there's something I'm not seeing about it. I was a huge fan of the smock. But this one, you can see it just pushes out of the way. What's that? Coated blades. This fall. Got some cool Halloween knives. I don't even know what night Halloween falls on or what night. Let's see. Today is the 21st, the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, which will be Friday Night Flicks. Good. Maybe I'll do Tuesday night as our main Be Scary night. Coated orange blades is very much yuck. And most of the, Halloween knives, whether they're from Kaiser or from Concept, I don't feel limited in their use. I just feel like wearing them out, like beating the shit out of them, using them. So I don't know how well. I have a feeling it's going to stay on there pretty well, that this coating's not going to come off in regular use as much as you would think. I had a guy, I did, Lefty and I did Off the Edge Saturday night for the first time in over a year. And somebody in the chat was talking about this Kaiser, the coating allegedly coming off when he cut cardboard with it. So I cut about what equated to about 20, 30 passes through some pretty thick cardboard, and nothing happened to the finish as I didn't expect it to. But yeah, I don't know if it was just one that could have had some bad finish adhering to it, or if it was just a guy kind of, saying he had a bad one, not thinking somebody was going to pull out a knife and start cutting with one. I can vouch for Matty. He's good people. Sticker scales. There's all kinds of things you could do. I did a review on this knife right here, which is really a good knife. It's a titanium VG10, not my style. It's Kamita EDC knife, but it's got these origami type of scales where you can get titanium, you can get brass, you can get FRN, you can get different colors. But the way that they come on, you can just literally take off these two body screws on the top. You don't have to worry about the pivot, and everything else just slides off and then locks in with this, like, it's hard to explain. It's like 3D Legos. And it shows you what you can do with scales. I mean, this knife is not designed around the scales, but you can do an amazing amount of things. I wish they'd used a better blade steel. VG10's not bad, but for $140, I would have liked to have seen it been something more super steely. The liners and the makeup of the knife are titanium, so they're very beefy. Got kind of a tall Tonto grind, so I don't know if it's more of a pokey stabby. But the scale work, the way that they've engineered the application and modification and flexibility of what you can do with the scales is really pretty cool. I was impressed with that. When I first did the unboxing, I was made to feel like a fool trying to put them together, not knowing what I was doing. But after I played with it for a while, I felt better. What's up, Rob 10 Ring? What is up? Halloween is a Friday. Woot, woot, woot. Friday Night Flicks. Guest. Any of you guys that want to be guests, maybe I'll just drop the line for the window in the chat. If you got a costume, you can jump on. I've set myself up to get my channel pulled, didn't it? Set myself up for some Rutro Reggie. I know one thing I wanted to look at before we go. I want to look at White Mountain Knives to see if they've got these pictures up of these knives that I saw. Let's go new. Go share. Share screen. I like White Mountain Knives because they get in weird knives. Okay, the Real Steel Barlow. Those are interesting little inexpensive folders. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? This is what I was interested in, these Real Steels, because it looked like it had some weird lock, and then it looked like it has some kind of frame lock thing going on. Ironclad folding knife, D10 Tonto edge, stonewash finish. So what is the fuck are we looking at, guys? A button lock with a lock. I'm interested. I'm curious. I'm interested, the wrong word. I'm curious. Do y'all know what we're looking at here? Let's look at it again. Real Steel Evolution. Ironclad. Let's see what it says. It says, they never have much they say about it. That's the whole thing. So if I go Real Steel, I'm just curious if that's a button lock, if that's a good Real Steel site. Ironclad. The blades forged from D2 steel. It was raw attachable fluid. Elimination designed by Carlson Huang. It's practically multifunctional fold knife crafted for tactical environments and durability. Locking mechanism, frame lock. What's that button? I can see that you would. What's the button? Is it an automatic frame lock? Opening mechanism, thumb stud. Guys, I know I get too showing exceptional control. It's a push through frame lock. That's all it is. It's a frame lock that you can use that button to push through. Okay, I'm an idiot. Meteor shower. We're about to go watch it, brother. What time does it start? Uh-oh. Rutro Reggie. Rutro. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. So, Bex, you shoot me a text anytime you're looking for parts, brother. If you're minding a knife, I might be able to help you out from time to time. You just let me know. You let your brother know. I hope Maddie gets feeling better. The Ornid Meteor Shower, if you want to look it up. I'm looking it up right now. ORIO. ORI. Meteor Shower 2025. I'm just seeing what it looks like in Alabama. Get a little info. Maybe we'll all go out and touch grass. yearly, blah, 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 blah. When do they peak? October 21st and 23rd. Happening. It's happening, guys. Where's the window? Where do we see this? Where can they be seen? Be the southern hemisphere and look up, taking in as much of the sky as possible. All right, guys. That's what we're up to. We're going to look at meteor showers. That's true. You know, think about it. When life gets tough, we'll leave on this thought. What did we learn today? And you wonder of the little intricacies that are bothering you, that are causing you stress. Think about the fact that you're just a skeleton covered in meat, hurling through a rock at thousands of miles per hour, spinning on a universe, and you're looking for some kind of break from the chaos. We are the chaos, people. We got to lean into it, ride that bitch, and know that it's going to get better. Know that you got people around that love you. Guys, go look at meteors. Do me a favor. Look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Thank you guys for always tuning out and hanging out with me. I appreciate it more than you know. I love you all, each individually, more than friends. Peace.
Do you know that you're right or wrong? 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 Do you know that you're right or wrong?
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jovan.
This is Juvon's Knife Flicks. 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 Every day carry for your viewing pleasure. We just having fun together. Haters try to say we weird, but we doing better. Knife community is all that matters. Welcome to the knife live stream. Be yourself, say what's up, put the knives up. We on the stream, have a good time.